Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. If you guys are new around here, hi, hello, how are ya? I'm Emmy, and if you guys want to see more from me, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And if there are any video ideas you guys would like to see from me, make sure to comment them just so I know what type of videos you guys would like to see. I hope to be posting more on my channel, so hopefully I'll see you around. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So today we're going to be making soap, at least from this Invigorate Melt and Pour soap kit. The other day I was walking around Walmart and I came across this Invigorate soap kit and I thought it'd be a fun video idea to do. Plus it was only 10 bucks. My first impression on this kit, for only being 10 bucks, it actually looks pretty nice. It kind of reminds me of a beach theme. Other than that, let's crack this thing open. So we finally got this package open after a little bit of a struggle because of tape. Other than that, this kit comes with 1 bar of clear soap, 2 bars of white soap. This can be the mold where the soap's going to set in. We got 2 different colors of mica powder, 1 blue, 1 gold. We got 2 different fragrances, 1 peppermint, 1 spearmint, and it comes with a popsicle stick. So let's just pop this out to see if there's anything else in this floofy stuff. Oh look, it comes with this little recipe card, which is pretty cute, so where you can write down like your recipe of how you made your soap if you ever make like a little soap again. I am gonna feel around this floofy stuff just to see if there's anything else in it. I don't see or feel anything else in that, but here are the instructions, which today I'm not going to throw away because I'm actually going to use them. Now, I think it's going to be pretty simple, but just in case, I don't want to screw it up. So I just took about 5 minutes to read the instructions, and it seems like the first thing I want to do is cut up my soap into smaller cubes so it's easier to melt it down. I got a knife.
It's time to cut up our first victim. It may hurt just a little bit.
Okay, so now that I got my soap cubes, I'm going to go ahead and throw them into the bowl and put them in the microwave to melt. Okay, I'm back 40 seconds later with my melted soap. It's already starting to harden, so that is a point off right there. But I'm going to be using the blue mica powder and the peppermint scent. I don't know, I just thought those two would go well together. In the directions, it did not say how many drops of fragrance or how much mica powder, so I'm just going to kind of guesstimate it. So I'm just going to take about this much blue mica powder. If I want to add more, I will. I'm only going to add in about 2 or 3 drops of the peppermint. I think I might have added a little bit too much, but we're still just going to mix it. I actually do want some more mica powder, so I'm going to add in a little bit more. That might have been a little bit too much. So the colorant is not really mixing in that well. I don't know if it's like my fault or if it's just like the popsicle stick or if it's just because it's kind of hardening a little bit quicker than I would like it to. But it does smell pretty nice and the color isn't that bad. I just wish it would mix in a little bit easier and that it wouldn't harden as quickly. So I'm going to go put this in the microwave for another 10 seconds really quick so I can just pour it in here and mix it up a little bit easier. So I'll see you in 10 seconds. Okay, I'm back 10 seconds later. It is melted again. So I'm hoping that the colorant will mix in a little bit better. And it is, just like I thought it was going to. Now I'm going to carefully pour this into the mold and let it sit for a couple of hours until it is hardened. It is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. It is hardening quicker, as you can, it's hardened right here. I have a feeling this one isn't going to come out too pretty today. A couple hours later, the soap is hardened. Now we're going to plop it on out of its container. So I got it out of the mold. The color is pretty nice. The scent's pretty nice. It is pretty bumpy, but I'm going to blame it on myself, but also on the kit slightly just because it hardened really quickly as I was pouring it out. It feels really waxy though, like not like a texture or something that I really want all over my hands. I know in the picture they painted this part with like the gold mica. I'm not going to do that. I did not have the patience. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on to our second soap and hopefully that one will turn out a little bit better.
So I got my trusty weapon again and my torture chamber. Now it's time to cut open the victim.
Now I will say these are not the easiest thing to cut, but it is a very satisfying texture. So I got all my cubes cut up. I'm kind of tempted to bite into it because of the texture. I didn't do it last time. I shouldn't do it. No, That tastes disgusting. Do not do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go redo the melting process. You guys already seen it, so I'm not gonna show you guys that part, but see you in 40 seconds. Okay guys, so I'm back with my melted soap. For this one, I'm gonna try to do like a marble sort of look, so I'm gonna add a little bit of both the micas, but first I'm gonna add both the fragrances because I'm gonna mix these two together, just see how it turns out. I'm gonna do 5 drops of this one. I'm gonna do 5 drops of the other one. Now I'm going to mix these up before I add in my mica powders because I don't want my mica powders to be completely mixed up because I'm trying to aim for a marbled look. A little bit of this one right here. And we're gonna do a little bit of the blue mica powder over here. I'm gonna add a little bit more gold. It's turning green, so I guess I'm just gonna have this one be green. It's not the ugliest green I've seen though. In hindsight, I should have seen that come out. I don't know what I was thinking or what I was expecting, but I guess I was just being stupid. What I should have done is I should have put half of it in 2 different bowls and like poured it in while they're already mixed, and then like use like a toothpick or something to marble it. I'm gonna try to pour this into the mold quick so it does not harden while I pour it in. The clear one is acting a lot different because it's not hardening nearly as quickly as the white bar soap did. So I don't know what the difference between their recipes are, but I definitely like the clear soap recipe a lot more than I like their white soap. It's just a little bit easier to work with. So right now I'm gonna try to do something, just kind of maybe make it look a little bit prettier on like the top. I don't know, I'm probably just gonna mess it up even more, but we'll see what it comes to. Because the soap was already slightly hardened on top, I couldn't swirl it around like I wanted to. I should have just left it. But we're gonna let this sit for a couple hours until it's hardened, and we will see you for the next soap. Okay, so a couple hours later, it's hardened and I took it out of the container. Now when I was taking it out of this container, I know you guys didn't see, but it came out a lot easier. And like the back side, I did dust off some of the mica just because it was falling off and I didn't want it all over the place. And it's a lot smoother except for this one bumpy piece, which I just shouldn't have added in because I could see that it was drying when I was adding it in, but I still put that one in there because I was hoping that it would just smooth out before it like got completely hardened on top. But the emerald green is really pretty, but my biggest complaint is that it is still really waxy. It was a lot easier to work with this one. I think this one turned out smoother and a lot better. I don't know if I just did something different or if the clear soap just has like a different recipe, but I definitely like working with the clear soap one a lot more. But other than that, I think it actually turned out pretty good. So on to our last soap. Okay, we're gonna be doing our final soap.
I am determined to get that marble look.
So I'm going to be putting it in 2 different bowls and melting them and pouring it in each corner at once. But before I do that, I gotta cut up the soap and put it in evenly.
So I got my trusty weapon, the last time for today.
Time to cut this baby open. So I'm gonna put half my soap in each of my bowls, and I'm gonna go microwave these for 40 seconds, and I'll see you then. Alright, so I'm back after 40 seconds. I'm gonna try to work quickly just because these ones harden way too quickly, and I'm not quite sure what's wrong with like the formula. I do think that they need to improve that. So this one right here is going to be the gold mica. I'm probably going to have to add these back into the microwave. You know, I'm just going to use all of it because this is our last soap that we're going to be doing. I'm going to start with gold mica. I'm going to put a couple drops of this in. We're going to say that's about enough. I didn't count it. It's already hardening on the edges of the bowl. Alright, now I got my gold one all made. I'm going to do my blue one before I pour it in. Again, I'm just going to add in the rest of the blue mica powder, because it's our last soap, and a little bit of fragrance. It's like almost 100% hardened. Because on like the top, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's already clumps that's coming off the side of the bowl and from the top layer.
It has like a slime consistency.
The more you mix it while it's hardening. Okay guys, I'm back with soap. I'm gonna work quickly with this. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the gold in from this corner, and then I'm going to pour the blue in from this corner. I'm going to go set that aside, and I'm going to take my knife right here because I don't have a toothpick. I'm going to go ahead like try to marble it somewhat. Oh no, it's already starting to dry. So I don't think this looks horrible yet. I don't know if I put the knife down in there far enough for it to be marbled all the way through, like if I already cut it. But I'm not going to cut it, but right now it looks pretty good, and I'm hoping that it'll turn out the smoothest because so far it looks like it's going to be pretty smooth after it's done hardening. So I will see you guys when it's all hardened. So I am back with our last soap. This one, the marble didn't turn out like I really wanted it to, but also it turned out a lot better than the last one because the last one just turned completely green. You see on like the top it's slightly marbled, but like all these little wrinkles and stuff was because the top layer had already dried when I was trying to marble it. But it definitely did turn out the smoothest on the top side. The back of it's just completely gold. There's little hints of blue, like right here in these two spaces. But it still feels extremely waxy, and I hate that it feels waxy. I hope that it feels better on the hands when we do the lather test and like washing our hands. It didn't turn out horrible, but hopefully I will be able to redeem myself maybe in a later video or something. But now it's time to go on to the test of the lather. Okay, I got a bowl of like lukewarm water and I got my 3 soaps right here. Now we are going to test them out and see how well they clean my hands and how well they bubble and like lather up. So first off, we got our first one, our blue one. So this one's not too bad. The lather isn't too bad. It did get rid of the waxy feeling when you washed your hands with it. It's actually quite soft. Okay, so next is going to be this green bar. The blue one was the white soap base. This one's the clear soap base. I'm going to be testing this one to see the difference because I do think that this formula is different, like when I was working with it and stuff. So now it's time to see how this lathers and how well it lathers. It's not lathering as much as the blue one. Oh wait, there we go. We got some. There's the bubbles. Again, it also did get rid of the waxiness and now it feels a lot more soft. The fragrance is alright. Kind of smells like if you guys have ever been in like a natural soap store, how they have like all those natural nature soap smells. It kind of smells like that. So it's not like my favorite fragrance, but it's not the worst thing I've ever smelled either. So we're going to be moving on to our last soap. Now the thing I have seen that I'm noticing is that it's kind of turning like the water like milky and like it's changing its color. Now I believe like the micas are biodegradable and that they're safe to go down and drain. But I just thought I'd point that out. So now we're going to use the last one. I'm pretty sure it's just going to lather the same as the blue. But who knows, because I did use both the micas in this one. Again, it's actually getting a pretty good lather. But when I'm washing my hands with it, the soap is actually green. I don't know if you guys can see that, if the camera picks it up. But because like the yellow and the blue are mixing together, the bubbles are green. So I say that the soap and the lather does work. So overall, I do think it did get like a pretty good lather. It was not the easiest thing. I don't know if it's just because I was making it more complicated. But for it being a $10 kit, I think it was all right. I think they could have like just kind of dropped the price down a little bit more. The lather was actually pretty good. It's like a moisturizing soap, so my hands don't feel waxy now that it's like been bubbled up and like my hands are now washed. The blue one, it looks pretty. Like their colors do turn out pretty. Like even mixing the blue and the gold together, how it makes like that emerald, like that deep emerald green. The clear base is a lot easier to work with than the white one, and it does not harden as quickly when you're working with it. So I think that they do need to work on their formula. Other than that, I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and press that subscribe button down below. If there are any other content ideas that you guys would like to see from me, make sure to comment them down below, as well with which soap was your favorite. I know none of them really turned out that great, but without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, wherever you are. But I hope to see you next time. Bye!